What if Ron Weasley was sorted into Hufflepuff? Ron Weasley, the most loyal and true friend Harry Potter has ever had. Yes, they've had their arguments, but Ron still would have gone through any depth with Harry. The two boys were both sorted into Gryffindor, Harry because he chose to, and Ron because the Sorting Hat believes all Weasleys belonged in Gryffindor. However, it's been widely debated that Ron should have been sorted into Hufflepuff, as it fit his personality better. So, if Ron was sorted into Hufflepuff, what would change? How would it affect the outcome of Ron's future? Well, being the first of his family to be sorted into a house other than Gryffindor would have made Ron feel a little more of an outsider than he already did, being the last boy born. There is the probability that his robes would now be new, as there is no hand-me-down items with Hufflepuff logos on them that belonged to the Weasley family, so his cloak at least will be new. Does it excite anyone as much as me to see Ron get new robes? It would be nice to see Ron get something new for once. I can imagine Molly and Arthur's reaction to Ron's sorting will be one of underlying positivity, like, "Our Ron, the first Hufflepuff Weasley, what a great day this is." And as for his siblings' reaction, I think Ron would have their support also. "Don't be giving us Weasleys a bad name in Hufflepuff, do you hear?" would say Fred and George. So, with Ron sorted into his new house, I can't help but feel Harry would be disappointed for him, as he enjoyed getting to know Ron on the train. Harry, looking across the table as Ron awkwardly looks left and right, wondering whether to speak to his classmates or not, is convinced the Sorting Hat was wrong. However, Harry knows there's nothing that can be done, as nobody in the history of Hogwarts has ever been put into another house after being sorted originally. I believe Ron would be sat beside Susan Bones. Seeing him stare at Harry from the Hufflepuff table, she'd say, "The boy who lived, eh? He's not the only one whose family was murdered by you-know-who." To which Ron would reply, "Yeah, I heard he got your cousins and all. Yep, believe me, I know I don't have his fame, but I definitely share his pain." Ron would gently nod in response. Now, Ron was someone who was inspired easily. His fascination with Viktor Krum made him dream of being a famous Quidditch player, something he later did, well, kind of, in Gryffindor. And I think Ron would originally feel that his house was the house nobody wanted to be in, until he came across Cedric Diggory. Handsome, intelligent, skillful, destined for greatness. Surely Hufflepuff was a great house if a student of this stature was a member. Ron's first year would go fairly smoothly, and I think that despite being in separate houses, Harry would make an effort to be his friend. But it would be his surrounding Gryffindor classmates that would see Harry strike up a good friendship with Hermione Granger, especially after their encounter on the train. The thing with Ron Weasley is that although in the original story he was brave and courageous, it was only because the situation would give him no choice otherwise. It was only in his latter years, as he matured with experience and had the support of Harry and Hermione, that Ron willingly risked his life. Without that support, he wouldn't have found the courage from within and would have been quite reserved. With Ginny almost losing her life in the Chamber of Secrets, it would have pushed Ron to become more involved in her life. He'd have garnered a little more attention amongst his Hufflepuff peers due to the nature of what had gone on. However, Ginny would have dismissed her brother's concerns. Throughout his third and fourth years in Hogwarts, Ron wouldn't have exactly set the world on fire. It took Cedric Diggory's death to motivate Ron to join Dumbledore's army, and it was through this fear that he became good friends with Harry, as they should have been all those years beforehand. In addition to this, his parents' association with the reformed Order of the Phoenix, along with Sirius Black having proved himself innocent amongst the Order, left the Golden Trio to finally start spending time together outside of school. So, by the end of their 5th year, Ron, Hermione and Harry would have now been on very good terms, and Ron would finally feel like he had a purpose. He'd have accompanied Harry on the Horcrux hunt along with Hermione, as he really did want to contribute and make his family proud. He valiantly fought Voldemort's forces in the Battle of Hogwarts, showing that maybe he really did have the inner bravery and courage of a Gryffindor all along. "I sometimes think we soar too soon," echoes through my mind as I say those words. Guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. Make sure you check out my friend Joe Ravenscroft. Sounds like Ravenclaw. You think he'd be a Ravenclaw, but he's not. He's a Slytherin like me. This guy is the owner and admin of the Harry Potter fans Facebook page. It has over 500,000 followers, likes. I don't know what they call them on Facebook these days. This guy is incredible, the amount of attention he gets to this page. So now he's bringing things over to YouTube. He wants to show his face. I've introduced myself to Joe, and we've talked back and forward over the last couple of days. Maybe we're going to work together in the future as well. But make sure, get onto his Facebook page, have a look at it, give it a like. More importantly, subscribe to his YouTube channel. This guy is going to be doing giveaways. He's going to be doing, podcasts. Potter Talk is the name of the majority of videos that he's going to be doing as well. He's going to be updating you on what the actors are actually doing now with their lives. Nearly how many years has it been since the last movie? Maybe 6 or 7 years. So guys, subscribe to Joe. The page is called Harry Potter Fans on Facebook, and the YouTube channel is Harry Potter Fans. The link is in the description below. Give it a subscribe. He's a really nice guy, and I think all you guys will love him.